Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Brooke Logan will have some explaining to do. Brooke really should have given Ridge Forrester a heads up on her plan before she made that big social media advertisement. Ridge is naturally staying on top of all the rearmost Forrester news right now, so he said about Brooke stepping back into the CEO seat right off the club. It transferred Ridge into a breakdown that crowned in a passionate hassle with Taylor Hayes in the bedroom. Now Brooke is banging on the man's door, hoping for a chance to unmask her CEO trick to Ridge. Although Brooke will indeed get an occasion to clarify her intentions, that would undo the sizzling turn effects just took with Taylor upstairs. Anyhow, Brooke will expose the con job she's carrying out at the company. Ridge assumes Brooke is throwing her support behind Carter Walton and Hope Logan's docket, but she's got a docket of her own. Ridge will come downward at the Forrester mansion and start barking allegations, but Brooke will offer an explanation regarding her CEO plan. Brooke only agreed to take back the throne because she believes she can impact Carter on some new LLC papers, paving the way for him to refile with Ridge and Steffi Forrester's names in the right spot. Still, the trust between Ridge and Brooke has principally faded at this point. We wouldn't be surprised if Ridge has dubieties about Brooke's motives, indeed, after she explains where her head is at. Brooke may ask if Ridge seriously thinks she'd just steal the CEO seat for herself, but he may admit he's not sure he knows her at all presently. Of course, Ridge attacked on Taylor incontinently after Brooke's advertisement, so more miscalculations have been made. Prognostications point to Ridge's bedroom treason, with Taylor being the nail in the bridge Paul soon enough. Ridge and Brooke have some explosive scenes coming over, so stay tuned for updates on all the wild responses. After being assured by Remy Price, Elektra ends up in his room with all those prints of her. When Elektra looks up, she screams in terror. It seems like Remy might hold Elektra hostage. Everyone might assume Elektra ran off again, but could Will Spencer realize commodity isn't relatively right? Keep reading and let's bandy the possibilities. Remy just couldn't handle any perceived rejection from Elektra. Indeed, though Elektra wasn't rejecting Remy's fellowship, just a love with him, the youthful man took it really hard. Remy ended up making further fake images of Elektra's body to brace with her real face. Also, Remy transferred a train brochure of those faked images to Katie Logan. With all the PR agonies at Forrester Creations recently, Katie knows this will be too important. Katie and Brooke Logan decided to let Elektra go. Still, they wouldn't tell Elektra the real reason, so she's ignorant that further prints of her exist. In a daily exercise clip, Elektra goes to Il Giardino and has a converse with Remy. Elektra has gashes streaming down her face when Remy makes a pledge. Remy says he meant what he said before about always being there for her. Elektra seems thankful, but her station could change veritably soon. Elektra ends up going to Remy's room. It's hard to imagine Remy allowing Elektra in his room with all those prints. So, I'm wondering if Elektra goes by there without Remy knowing about it. Elektra has a towel and is rubbing her nose. So, perhaps she just demanded a private moment to collect herself, and allowed. Remy wouldn't mind. Still, when Elektra flips the light on and looks up, she screams in horror. It's possible that Elektra screams at seeing her faked images each over Remy's room. That could shoot Remy running only to find Elektra in there. Faced with having to make a split alternate decision, could Remy snappily silence Elektra and hold her hostage? While everyone might assume Elektra just ran off nearly new after being fired from Forrester Creations, Will's instincts could protest in. Will knows that Elektra was confused and wanted to know the reason why she was fired. So, for her to take off without indeed saying farewell might tell Will commodity is wrong. With Will formerly suspicious of Remy, could he play idle and save Elektra before it's too late? Will Spencer, to probe Elektra Forrester's blasting. Ridge Forrester rolls over Brooke Logan's treason. Meanwhile, Hope Logan and Carter Walton start to face the consequences of their conduct. Brooke accepted Carter's offer. Brooke wants the stylish for Forrester Creations, but made it clear she doesn't authorize of Carter and Hope's scheme. Despite all that, Brooke will accept Carter's suggestion that she serve as CEO of Forrester Creations again. After watching the social media broadcast of Brooke's new position being blazoned, the Forrester family will reel. Steffy Forrester Finnegan and Taylor Hayes wouldn't be surprised by Brooke's treason. Still, Ridge and Eric might be shocked by the turn of events. After Brooke's treason, Ridge will run into Taylor's arms. Taylor will be quick to console Ridge, and assure him that he's exactly where he belongs. Indeed, though Taylor keeps saying she doesn't need a man, she sure is quick about digging her claws in Ridge again. In fact, when Ridge leans in for a kiss, don't be surprised if Brooke gets a front row seat. Elektra will probably get some comfort from Remy Price after being fired. Remy is the one who blurted those faked prints, but Elektra thinks he's her friend. Meanwhile, Will might question Katie Logan about why Elektra was fired. At first, Katie might not want to tell Will. Still, I can see Will having a bit of Bill Spencer's temper, so Katie will ultimately tell him about the prints. At first, Will might be in shock and indeed lash out at Elektra. Still, after some thinking, Will might realize that Elektra is the victim then, and he could come up with evidence that it's Remy. Hope and Carter to begin seeing the consequences of their conduct. For one thing, the Forrester refused to work under Carter's leadership, so all those positions need to be filled. Also, there's the threat of losing a lot of the contrivers, which will leave Carter with just Hope for the future. Carter, Hope, and Brooke will also be banned from the Forrester Christmas party. Find out how Brooke Logan plans to fix effects for Ridge Forrester. Speaking of Ridge, he faces a reality check after watching Brooke's live broadcast for Forrester Creations. Carter Walton and Hope Logan prompted Brooke to take the CEO position. Brooke knows Ridge will fully flip out. Still, Brooke went ahead and accepted the position. Right down, Carter wanted to issue a press conference about the decision. Brooke tried to give Ridge a heads-up via textbook, but he didn't respond. After the live broadcast, Zend Forrester Dominguez blasted Brooke. Zend indicted Brooke of treason, but she corrected him. Brooke said she has a plan on how to give the company back to the Forrester family. Ridge will still be shell-shocked over the treason. Ridge hasn't seen or spoken to Brooke, so he's oblivious about her plan. What it looks like to Ridge right now is that Brooke betrayed him and joined the adversary. Of course, Steffy Forrester Finnegan and Taylor Hayes were right there to tell Ridge to keep down from Brooke. Taylor will swoop in now that ground is divided. Taylor might say she doesn't need a man, but she easily wants one man in particular. While Ridge might gravitate toward Taylor right now, what happens when Brooke returns the company to the Forrester family? After Elektra Forrester's blasting, Will Spencer likely interrogates Katie Logan for the verity. Katie shows Will the prince of Elektra, however. Can this love survive Remy Price's sabotage? Will Elektra learn the verity about her friend? There's also the issue of Bill Spencer and Luna Nozawa. While Luna is still in captivity, she mentioned an appeal. Could a judge be crazy enough to release Luna?